All right, everybody. SEMA 2025. All right, everybody. SEMA 2025. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm going to shoot this one on my iPhone this year.
Nice.
I'm gonna go talk to Anthony. Try to get my badge over here. I'm gonna go sneak over to the side. So I walked all over the West. I went and hit up, what did I do? I hit up, CrossFit this morning. And then I'm gonna do West Hall for the first time. I'm gonna do the detailing stuff first. This is a very different year for me. I'm not looking for anything specific. I don't plan on walking and touching every spot. Like, I'm not gonna go in the Chinese tire aisle this year. I don't know, we'll see. I've got 3 days instead of 4. And so I'm here on the opening. It opens in like, I don't know, 30 minutes or so, but I'm gonna get my exhibitor badge so that way I can get in. But anyway, I'm gonna try this iPhone shooting and DJI mic, and we'll see how it goes. All right, people, just met up with the Ride Company boys, got my badge. We're good to go. Time to go make it happen. The key is to have the blue. That way I can come in early and leave late. It's gonna be good. So you get to walk in a few minutes early. Had I prepared, Tommy normally takes care of this for me.
9 o'clock, get on either side. Blue, come on.
Thank you, ma'am. So West Hall is where they have Overlander, bunch of truck stuff, and then all the detailing stuff. So all the detailing stuff. This is the main exhibitor hall for detailing, PPF, all that kind of stuff.
And that's the sky.
This is gonna be great. I'm excited for this. So anyway, I'll pull up camera as I work through different products.
This year, I mean, we went with the new color for our Master Blaster. So we're offering this in red now.
Okay.
Just kind of changing things up a little bit.
Yeah.
But what we are working on right now is a 1,000 watt vacuum blow hand vac. So we came out with our cordless last year.
Yep.
This is corded, but it's got a tremendous amount of power. 1,000 watt motor, 1.3 horsepower.
A nice small form factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So small form factor, a little bit higher capacity than that. Just
Nice.
smaller.
Can we make a blue one?
Absolutely. with an obsessed garage
Yeah.
label on there, we could do that.
Someday, right.
Whenever you're ready, you let me know.
Will do. I'm thinking I got to pull a bunch of PPF off an entire car. So somebody was telling me to get a set of these gloves so I don't tear my fingers up. I don't know if that will help. Because the problem is when the hotter steam, you end up with wet fingers. This is the UltraFit guys that Kevin did both my cars, my Amira, my GT4 RS, and we'll be doing the GT3 RS as well. We'll come back and get some details from these guys, but Kevin really freaking likes them, and the quality of the film is like nothing I've ever experienced. It's pretty sick. The tint is amazing too. Oh, all right, now we're talking new Nanos. I gotta go see what it is.
It has to slipping in that area.
Let me see here. Let me see what we got here. Okay. Now we're talking. New hybrid carbon fiber.
Right.
Looks pretty sick. And we'll get some updates on it. That's pretty sweet. What else we got going on here? I think that's the only thing they're debuting this year. But it looks like a new quick interchange system. We're going to get all the details of that here in a minute. Oh, I really like the blower tool. I think it's freaking sweet. So I take the vacuum part off. This is good. What you got on today? I got the Hulk.
Oh yeah, I have a Hulk.
Yeah. I just bought a Cookie Monster. The guy's checking it out.
But you bought it.
Yeah.
That drops like 10 or so.
Yeah. That's what I got.
Yeah, I have a funny story. Is this live?
No, I'll turn it off.
Okay.
I'll turn it off. All right. I just hung out with Rufus guys for a little bit. Just making my rounds. This will take me half a day to get through here. At the Griot's booth. Let's see what's doing here. You got what's it called, an adventure line. Looks like a new bucket. New version. I like that. So you have a separator. I wonder if it separates in the center. Yeah. I mean, I would assume water would run past there, but at least gives you like a 2-bucket-like method. I always like the idea of you put your soap and it tells you, the line is a certain amount of soap.
Yeah.
And then I like this little caddy on the side. It's pretty nice. I had these buckets for the first, I don't know, 7 or 8 years of detailing. Washing my car. I don't know if you would call it detailing in the beginning. Yeah, rinseless. Again, the banner product for me from Griot's is the foam cannon, which I love. I know there's many other foam cannons out there. I just fit, finish, function, stainless. I like the bottle. The whole thing's just good. What I would love to have is a fluorinated version. That way I don't know. I need to test that out. I wonder if touchless would go through a fluorinated bottle. And then you have all their polishers, which are nice. And then this is the best ever. Pretty sick. And then obviously fast correcting cream is great as well. The booth looks good. So they got some new brushes maybe. This is the microfiber madness idea where it's magnetic. Well, that's interesting. I kind of like that idea where you have a brush handle and then you can just have the different tips. I like that a lot. Shoot. I'm not a brush guy because I don't like having all those brushes laying around, but if I can just have a line of brushes, there's your pad cleaning brush, your wheel cleaner. Interesting idea. That's kind of cool. What else do we got? Screen shine. There's Nick. Nice.
I want to go over this with you.
Yeah, I like this. This is actually pretty sick.
I think you're going to geek out. I'm hoping you're going to geek out.
I was just seeing it and I like it a lot.
Looking forward to getting some stuff going like that. So.
Oh man. This is really nice.
Milwaukee buffer and stuff like that. Is there any ones that you prefer maybe I should start with?
Yes.
You just need to make it in blue. Wow. I like this a lot, man. This system is freaking cool. And then you have various wheel brushes.
You're really bad?
Yeah. I normally don't come over to the detailing side until later, but I wanted to come get it done first day this time. All right, give me the skinny. I'm making them do it all over again, so this will be the condensed version, but I'm in love. I'm in love with the new brush system.
How much time you want?
I don't know, 2 minutes.
Cool.
Yeah, just give me the spiel on the. So we have interior, we have exterior, we have all kinds of adjustability. Really, really sick.
So we started from nothing, and we, as you know, Griot's Garage, we strive for perfection. We take the best that exists and make it better. If it doesn't exist, we create it. So there's a lot of different brushes on the market. There's some great ones out there. I think you even have got a brush that
Yeah, we have a Detail Factory, a tire dressing brush.
So for me personally, I find a lot of ideas in the garage, and you constantly are using brushes on a wheel, and then you're working potentially into an interior segment. And what happens is you're going to be pulling in cross contamination, and then also you're using different chemicals, and as you introduce different surfaces, you're potentially risking damage. So
I mean, we do that with towels, right? Where you have a towel for a specific purpose, and you don't.
dedicated tools for the job.
Yep.
So what we've got here is the foundation of the system, the mod system, is the Sure Grip handle. And what's really special about this is that most brushes, when you're done as a consumable, what do you do with it? You throw it away. And that's it doesn't allow you to invest in what's most important. If you were to drive a car, let's say your BMW M3, like you want to throw in, well, maybe that's a bad example, but you'd throw in some Recaros and you'd throw in a Momo wheel. That's that connection to that experience. You're detailing cars all day. You want to use a thin handle that causes an uncomfortable, unergonomic, if you will, grip. No, you want to have something that you can invest in, and then take the consumable and replace that later at a cost that's roughly 40% less than buying a full assembly. So this has got a power grip. It's very carefully thought out in terms of the dimensions. That's for doing wheels with the wheel wands. We've got the flat grip. That's also a great grip to have for using the flat brushes. And then the detail brushes, you're generally going to use the pencil grip. And we've got these both thumb indents, but also kind of an indent for your pencil grip.
Nice. I like that.
So we've got a very robust trapezoidal thread system with this interior shank that essentially gets rid of all that lateral pressure, so it's a very durable, robust system. All the bristles are set in epoxy, so they're not going to be falling out as you progress around an interior. So we'll start off with the detail brushes. These come in super soft. It's a synthetic. We have a standard and an XL. We have the horsehair, which we refer to as soft. This is a standard and XL. We have boar's hair, standard and XL. The hybrid, which is a blend of boar's hair and synthetic. This is an incredible brush. I'm finding myself gravitating to that a lot. It's got the benefits to synthetic is they're really springy, so they got a nice bounce to them. So for like lug nuts or wheel faces, intricate work, these are great. And then this is our heavy duty for parts cleaning, or I'll even take this on if I'm careful, I'll use it on like a textured plastic with some all-purpose and remove waxes. Color application rings, we refer to them as CAR. These are allowing you to actually dedicate the tool to the job. So this is your parts cleaning brush. We've got the black ring on there for degreasing. We have the boar's hair medium brush. This is great for exterior cleaning, which would be like a wheel face. We've got the orange on there. So it's up to you. You can customize the brush, dedicate it for its use, depending on what your approach is. The flat brushes, we've got a synthetic flag bristle, very soft, great for working, let's say, emblems, maybe grill work, non-marring. This is a the soft horsehair. This is ideal for obviously leather seats or vinyl interior, but can also be used on convertible tops. We have the boar's hair, which got the longest bristle pack on the market to really help work those wheel faces. These are great for undercarriage as well, or I won't say undercarriage, under hood I meant to say. And then this is a flagged bristle. It's synthetic, it's fairly rigid, but great, traditional like a wheel well brush and undercarriage, that type of more heavy duty work. This is obviously you would naturally gravitate for a tire brush, but also could be for rubber floor mats, plastic floor mats, that type of thing. And some will, best practice would be to wrap this with a cotton towel and use this as a bonnet cleaning brush, so for carpet, rather than agitating and destroying the bristles or the carpet fibers. You would do that. So, got the traditional wheel wand that collapses. This is a rubber tip that's very well bonded, and what's trick is as this deteriorates and wears out, you can just toss it and pick up another one at roughly 40% less. So.
And then they have a rubberized tip on the very end that's on like a super epoxy to hold it together.
So we've got what we call modifiers, and this is where the really cool additional feature you can take and apply the extension wand. We sell these in 2-packs. They're 4 inches long, and you can connect up to 8 of them, believe it or not, and you've got still a very robust, you
got rigidity in the handle, and you can do that. You can extend this type of wheel brush as well. You can extend, so if you have some really deep barrels, you can do it with all of these. And then show me that snap system. I think that's pretty slick on the flat brush.
Like I said, we always take the best that exists and make it better. We look at what's out there. We've got nylon snaps, and this is basically connects to a flexible one. This one's frankly 3D printed. It's in tooling.
This is a prototype.
Prototype, but this will bend and allow you to change angles, do the backs of wheel faces. One thing I really want to impress upon everyone is that what we would traditionally use this for a wheel spoke, for example.
Yep.
Or we would use this for a wheel, but this is actually for a center console working on an interior, your favorite interior cleaner. You get right down in between the seat and the center console. The scrub brush or the scrubbing fiber is great for just agitating coffee stains, that kind of thing.
Yep.
So, yeah, a lot of flexibility. Like I shared with you earlier, there's actually over 4,000 different configurations that you could legitimately do. Not that we would, anybody, you might do that, I bet.
We'll see. We'll try to add it up. And then you have a pad cleaning brush as well.
Yeah, pad cleaning brush, and that'll go with the
nice.
grip. So, yeah.
So Flex has new corded polishers, and then they have their 24 volts. So I love the fit and finish of Flex, but the performance of the machines hasn't been up to standard, and I'm kind of over the corded. I mean, there's no reason to have corded anymore, but they have a new corded version. All right, let's see what these bros are up to. Oh boy, we're gonna skip over that stuff.
Hey, Matt.
How we looking?
Every time we put stuff on the table, it disappears. So I guess it's okay.
I gotta get working on microfiber 4.0. I gotta get moving.
Well, we can definitely help with that. We got some new things to talk about. The big new stories on the front of it.
Yeah, I'll skip. Anthony told me to skip it. He told me to
real grumpy.
He told me to skip it. Yeah, he told me to be nice. Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have some sort of announcement.
The foam cannon looks kind of cool.
Yeah, it looks really good. It's definitely going to have to tell them already.
Absolutely.
And then nozzles.
Already judging.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What do you think, Matt?
It's all right.
I'm impressed with that.
How's the swivel?
That makes sense. Pre-production. You know how it is.
Yep.
Then you're washing.
Yep.
Same stuff in it.
I like the foam cannon looks good.
Have a good show, man.
We got detents on these guys, so when you turn them, it's actually got a nice clicky feel. You know how Anthony gets about that stuff.
You got the push lock quick connects that we're going to be putting on there.
Yep. Yeah.
Size nozzle, not just one size fits all.
Yeah, this whole thing up here needs to go away. It's pointless. That's what I was talking to Mosmatic about this. I'm like, well, we need to make a foam cannon, and the only adjustment you need is orifice. So if I had an infinitely adjustable orifice, that would be better. But everybody has the same Venturi adjustment, which all you do is turn it all the way up. So
But there are those people.
there are no people.
There are people.
There's not one person
There is people.
that ever adjusts it. So we're going to get rid of that in that foam cannon world. But yeah, I mean, you have to.
So he actually had a different.
Well, I like that.
Separated out, so it's one piece. But
Yeah.
they move independently
That's nice.
of each other.
That's nice. Notice how they didn't even send it to me. You guys, what do you think of? You didn't even send it to me.
These are the only ones that.
Okay, all right. But don't send it to me. I don't need it.
You'll get here soon enough.
I'm gonna need to find some alternative. We just got another 24% tariff on the Swiss-made stuff. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah. At least looks like you got a Chinese deal. So we're doing all right. Anyway, the booth looks great. Whose car is in here? Is that Freddie's car in here?
Yeah. It's not the flood one.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Cannonball Garage. He did use some of the flood car parts.
Yeah. All right. Booth is looking good.
92%.
Oh yeah. I won't even look. We won't even look at it. Let's check out the Geon booth's looking good. Always I got a bunch of Geon stuff in the cabinet I need to play with. I got this total remover is interesting to me. This product here. And then same thing with odor remover. That's another product that I'm kind of interested in, like some things that aren't common. And then, of course, you saw in the other video I have Bathe that I need to, I'm considering again. I need to play with it again, see if it gets me excited. And your PPF care. And their towels. And then I think Geon, I think they launched PPF a while back. And then you have various coatings. Your name is literally on this tape? Oh, nice. Okay, all right. So this is this Japanese tape?
Yes.
Okay.
So the thing with tape, is maneuverability is one thing.
Yep.
Glue is one thing.
Residue. Yep.
Residue, and then also tensile strength. You call it like that when you rip it off, that it's not too hard to rip it off.
Yep.
But I'll try to watch. So the top layer is also like when you feel with your finger, it's not that it's grabby for the machine or the pad.
Yeah. So you're not going to pull residue
Yes,
off on
yes.
the right.
Of course, you're gonna pull residue off if it is like this and this. No, but if you pass it, it's
Yep.
not gonna go off. When you remove it, it's very. Of course, when you polish till the edge, and you might have some stuff, but this is what makes it nice.
We did.
So I'm doing this with
Yeah,
this,
3 in
with this
precision.
size,
I have a
yeah?
tough time with that.
So
Yeah.
look, and it doesn't rip. So if I'm doing now a circle, okay, I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
Do you have
And now I say, okay, I want to pull. I don't have to pull really hard to get it off, but also not too little, and also not too heavy, because otherwise, when you need to pull hard, you come here and you need to pull hard, then it starts to wrinkle all up, and you have too much.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I
And
know
then
it
your
well.
towel
Yeah.
goes in it,
And then I start ripping off little pieces
exactly.
and trying to fill the hole.
That's what
Yeah.
I thought.
So we have, what are our sizes?
So you have this one.
So this is like a 3/4,
80 mil, you
like a
have
3/4.
30 mil, and then you have which is really cool.
The quarter, yeah,
The-
little, yeah, yep.
And the thing is, what we changed is like
Yeah.
the outside layer, the tape, the glue. So when you remove, you can have every glue has solvent, right?
Yep.
It's the amount of solvent. I know certain tapes, you put it on headlights of a 911, you rip it off the day after, and you probably can take off the
The top coat,
the
yeah.
top coat.
Yep.
When you work on old Ferraris and you have a glue that's very high solvent, and you take off on edges certain stuff, then you're like taking off paint as well.
Here's the most important question. What's your royalty on this for your name on there? You getting like
I'll tell you
50%?
I'll tell you in
50%?
I'll tell you in 5 years.
Okay. It's gonna be 0. So I'm at the coach booth here. You got all the periodic tables set up.
Okay. So now you get it off and you're done.
I don't think there's anything new to go over. Just a new fancy looking booth.
You're going to use if you're going to have, let's say, here's a sealant or ceramic coating, anything on the back,
That's pretty sweet.
And with the pad system, you can look up and see.
Yeah, I was getting a good angle from here. You know I'd go back there.
Go for
I
it.
make my own rules, you know. I like these Vipers look great. That's pretty sick. I like the look of that. We're gonna do my own bespoke. I think we're shooting a Viper video here soon, where I have every Viper
Built into.
and make my own bespoke version. I don't know anything about these guys. They got a big booth. Are they doing like selling stuff to OEs? But I don't know. I don't know what where they came from. Let me know in the comments. Tell me who these guys are. I have no idea. Let's see. I forget what I bought in the past. But I wonder what these guys, what they're using. If they're using Expel, it's kind of cool. Where you'd, wrap your bicycle.
We have a program called Super Cutter.
So that's a.
Because they have.
So you would do to protect the frame. Interesting.
That's going to cut out.
I wonder if it's their own stuff or they're just doing the plotting. I've always had an attraction to Fine Lab stuff. Their original coatings were really interesting to me. I mean, it was pro only, so in the beginning, but now they're starting to, come up with a line of stuff that is available to everybody. So, and they do a lot of industrial, I think, boat stuff, but I haven't spent a lot of time with it. Just interesting stuff, though. So we now have a consumer line and a pro line, correct?
So we have our ceramic original, and then we also have our Paul Dalton original.
Okay. So these are pro or these are
DIY?
These are consumer. Okay.
Yep. And then we have our ceramic hybrid, which is DIY.
Okay.
And then the interior glass cleaner panel prep.
So the line of interior exterior maintenance products, right? Gotcha.
The pier wash and the rinseless as well.
Gotcha.
Rinseless is one of my favorite products. It just is so easy to use.
And then the pro line is here.
The matte, PPF, ceramic V3, ceramic Ultra, and then we have our self-heal.
Gotcha. So the self-heal is like, is it a complicated, like professional only install process?
You have to get trained to be able to use it.
Yeah.
It's not as complicated as that box makes it look.
Okay, all right.
So these two get mixed to make your first step.
Okay.
These two get mixed to make your second step.
Interesting.
And then you have a step 3, and then we have an overcoat. So you put step 1 on, when it's ready, you put step 2 right on top. You don't have to buff it clear. And then when it's ready, you put step 3 right on top, and then you can buff clear, and then an overcoat.
So this is called what?
Self-Heal Plus.
Self-Heal Plus, that's the flagship, right?
7-year warranty.
And then you have V2,
Ultra.
V3, or Ultra V2.
Ultra V2
would be the next step down.
And that's a biphasal coating, so it's actually 2 coatings in one.
Okay.
While it's setting up, the first solvent evaporates off, leaving the second coating behind. And when you remove it, you get that super gloss, and the slickness ends up coming like as it's curing.
So as it cures, one naturally goes to the top, one naturally goes to the bottom. So you don't have to apply top coat. So it's pretty much 2
So
coats.
so it's a single application, but got it. As it chemically bonds, it
as it cures, the top coat naturally will go to the surface.
Got it. Okay. And so then you have ceramic V3, which would be a step below.
Yep.
Theoretically.
So that's our 3-year warranty.
And then you have PPF, a PPF cover, right?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
PPF vinyl for vinyl.
Okay.
Matte for matte cars.
Is that a pro or is that a?
That's a pro, yeah.
Okay. So we have the 2 consumer lines and then the spray on, the water delivered, right? Gotcha. So we have original ceramic and then ceramic by Paul Dalton. What are these? Are they 30 mil or 40 mil? What's application like on those two? Like, how do you do it? Is there anything?
Ceramic original is like, wash and prep it, make sure it's clean, and then you can do like half the car at once if you're like.
So just normal cross hatch.
Yep.
suede applicator or whatever, or microfiber or whatever you want to put it on with. And then
super forgiving, and then I've seen that product last much longer than a year, but we call it a winter.
Advertise it as a year. And then what's special about the Paul Dalton?
Paul Dalton's going to be more of a faster flashing product, but it's going to be more robust than the ceramic original.
Okay.
So for guys who want to be able to do one panel, wipe it off, to just knock them out, that's a great coating for that.
And you would say the durability of that is a little better.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Should be somewhere between the original and the ceramic V3.
Got it. Cool. Awesome.
It's built off the backbone of the ceramic V3.
So what's the product this year?
Okay, so this year our new product is GT1. So GT1 is a 1-year coating that's simple and easy to apply.
As if CSL is not simple and easy to apply?
Exactly. Well, this one can be applied
Where is
outside. It's actually over here, so let's take a look.
Is it cheaper? You don't know?
Somewhat similarly, we haven't released pricing yet on it. However,
Gotcha.
it comes in all in this one kit. So you have your applicators, your new microfibers, and everything you need. It's more so geared towards home detailers and consumers. So in hot climates, a lot of times they complain that when it's hot, it's really hard to apply. So this flash is a lot slower, and it's easier for the end consumer to use.
Single layer, multi-layer?
Single layer, yep.
Single layer exo toppable?
Yeah.
So you could do XOV5 on top of it?
Easily, yep.
Got it.
There's plenty of different options here. So
Nice.
hopefully something to look at.
And that's a 50 ml bottle. Is it going to come in 30 or 50?
Only 50s. And the reason for that is so you can put it on glass, trim, wheels.
Glass as well. What a windshield too?
Yep.
Interesting.
Put it on everything. It's like hot sauce.
That's why they call it GT1.
Exactly.
One coating for all surfaces. All right, I got it. All right, I'm dumb because I didn't figure out the interchangeable head. It looked like it was fixed, but the head, show me that. The head actually comes off. So this is the new HLR 81 or the new Nano Mark II. And this is the long neck. Is there going to be a long and short neck version?
Just long.
Just long,
Yep.
okay.
So everything is a proprietary magnet and ball bearing attachment.
Okay.
It simply slides in, line up the bearings, they'll pop into place, and then you're all set.
So there's no push button or you just pull?
No spindle lock, anything like that.
Okay.
There's no way for you to blow up the gears inside of the tool now while
Got it,
you're
okay.
using it. And we still have all the same adapters that you're familiar from version 1.
So 1 inch, 2 inch.
1 inch, 2 inch. Now we do have a 2-inch rotary adapter now. So the torque output of this tool is about 25% more compared to the first.
I noticed that. It felt more robust.
Yes.
Less stall, more robust.
Absolutely. Even with the 12 millimeter, you can press down as hard as you want, and it's still going to rotate.
Even with the 2-inch pad.
So
I never even used a 2-inch pad on Mark 1.
Exactly, because no one really liked it because it didn't have enough torque.
Yeah.
Now, the one big thing, you can still use old nano batteries in this tool.
Nice.
That being said, these batteries have a higher amperage now.
Gotcha.
So it does, if you want maximum torque, maximum proficiency with the tool, use the brand new battery. That being said, if this dies and you have an older nano battery, it will still function fine. But yeah, other than that, it's lighter, it's quieter. We're very pleased with it.
And then you have, so here's the rotary version here. Did they do any calibration difference on the, the on-off, like 1?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a calibration difference on the rotary setting? Like, I found that it was a little too quick at times on the Mark 1.
Yeah. There is no calibration depending on attachment. That being said, just like most of battery tools from Rufus, we have instant torque.
Okay.
So you will experience that with this tool. That being said, this portion right here, this is a reduction gear set very similar to our full-size rotary.
Okay.
This is the reason why you can run this pad or this backing plate with a 2-inch pad.
Gotcha.
The 1-inch version does not have this big adapter on it because there's no need for it.
God, okay, so the 1-inch would be just a straight rod like before.
Yeah, just like before.
Can we use the extension rod on this?
Yes. So
Will we be able to?
We still have our extension. It's a
And everything is milled very beautifully.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yep. Same 1-inch backing plates, all of our adapters, 2-inch backing plates. We still have our SPA for sticky sandpaper.
So that's a 3 millimeter equivalent, and then the red is a 12 millimeter. Yep.
Yes, sir. Yep. And then, as I mentioned, we will be able to have a 3-inch backing plate on this tool. We are still waiting on manufacturing for that, but it will come with its own 12 millimeter adapter. Just because, again, everything from Rupes is balanced.
And the 3-inch will not be for rotary.
The 3-inch will not be for rotary.
Gotcha.
We don't believe this tool has enough torque output to run a 3-inch in rotary.
Got it. So it certainly looks good.
750.
I didn't get very far here today. It's 1:25. I'm gonna run over to see if there's any detailing. What detailing's over at North Hall? So I kind of went through the whole hall. I'll come back over here probably later tomorrow. I missed the P&S booth. I'm gonna go see those guys, but I'm gonna run over to North and see what's going on. P&S 3D booth is looking big. Got all kinds of stuff going on here. All right, made it to North Hall. Sorry, we're going to iPhone microphone. We'll see the difference. This is the point where the DJI died. And so now I'm going to iPhone. We'll kind of see how it goes. So there's some detailing over here. I'm going to try to cruise through the whole North Hall here today, right now, and I'll cue you in if I find anything cool. So I'm going to start over here on the end, just work my way up and down. So high anti-slip rating. Is that how you would say it? You say high anti-slip rating, or would you say low slip rating?
But what? Depending on which.
So we have different. So this is like a smooth one.
Yep.
We call it R10. This is mostly we do for the shop.
So
then the next level is like what you see here is like R11.
So you can see
there's a little bit of texture on it, correct? A little bit more grip.
And then what he was saying is that the bottom of the tile touch.
We call it like butt joint installation, so the little butts are going together. And that's why we have a really thin
Is there
joint.
a specific grout recommendation?
Something that has a very, very fine aggregate. It's just to be able to fit inside the joint.
Got it. And then,
this is the
here's
next level,
R12.
This is R12, but normally we don't use this very often in automotive. And this is the next level with R12. This is like for wash bases. If you have a wash base and you have a lot of water, of course, it's very slippery there, then you have to go with a tile like this.
Interesting. And then you have some different colors and...
Correct, you have different colors, 6 different colors, different formats.
So this is called Argolith ceramic tiles. Nice. That tile is really sick. And they provide an installation service. So let's say you had a 1,500 square foot garage, they'll fly the product to you and come to you somewhere in the $15 to $20 a square foot installed range. So very expensive, but really awesome. And that dimple tile was really sick for wash bays. I think we're onto something here. So there's some Klein stuff that I really like their wire strippers, and I'm sure they've got some other stuff. So what do you think? I mean, I probably need to head down the Klein path, and they said that a couple OG fans, so we ought to be able to kind of set up a direct relationship to kind of fill some of those gaps that I feel like I have in my tool line. This is what the future's going to be, chasing the detailed stuff that I'm missing. Cool stuff. Oh, this kind of...
Oh, those t-shirts is Jesus. Yeah, you just blew my mind there.
Around. Many of you have sent me these. They do well on Instagram. Look at those kind of
I only control the party and the ultimate.
How about the Scott Ailes Aero Creeper? So cool. So I need to get these nozzles in the store. I've been talking about this quite a bit. Just a little add-on. You put a little
quick connect.
Yeah, a little plug on there, a little quick QD on it, and it turns your basic electric pressure washer into a nuke. I'll talk to Jamie. I'm going to get these suckers.
Yeah, it's a high impact nozzle, I guess you can call it. Sure.
But it's only 0 degree. You can't do 40. You wouldn't use it to wash your car, but like cleaning. By the way, I cut a hole in my rubber floor mats on a 1,000 psi pressure washer. Yeah. It's awesome.
I got a.
So this is what we need for our 4-wheel drive vehicles, for Broncos and Raptors, and so the Hurricane Flip is great for our lowered cars, but for our trucks we need this because this kind of loses steam, right?
Yeah.
It gets misty when
This
you're
will
up.
clean effectively about 10-12 inches. This will clean pretty well.
So what are he told me, what are these nozzles called again?
Venturi. Stabilizer housings.
Stabilizers. Okay.
But those are so these are the mini stabilizers.
I was telling you, you sent me this guy, like, I don't know, a year ago, and I broke it out, and I'm freaking in love with it. I had no idea. I was like, what is this thing? And then I finally hooked it up with it, and I'm like, ooh, okay. And then I was cleaning Michelle's floor mats, and I freaking almost cut it in half. You know, on the rubber mats.
Might have to just put a larger nozzle to drop the pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was on a little baby Krenzla, like a little 1,000 psi guy.
So
it turns it into a nuke.
As an example, we did a video where we shot the 0 degree pressure washer nozzle at a cement wall.
Yeah.
Standing about 12 feet back, barely misting it.
Yeah.
Drop the pressure, put on a Venturi housing, same distance, writing our name in the hole.
So cool. Is there any way to turn that into like a 40 degree? Or 20 degree, 15 degree?
That's the Venturi's loss at that. It's a 0
Yeah, I
degree
figured.
system.
Yeah. So this guy will get the pressures we need up to, let's say, 10, 12 inches or whatever the height is of our our Jeep.
Yeah, for Jeeps and stuff for sure.
Yep,
It'll bring that water impact up.
Yeah.
Same as.
Yeah, same idea
Similar
there.
saving,
Yep.
like under the trucks and stuff.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, we need to get that. And I know. I need to put this somewhere.
Did you not hook yours up yet? Perfect.
Yeah. The problem is my goofy house. It's like in the wrong spot.
Okay, well.
So I need to rewire. And so I think I may do it. I may get it done. I guess I have attic access, so I think I can redo it. Because it's really annoying. I'm running my freaking power cord across the floor.
Yeah.
All the way, because they put the charger in the front left, and then I have to walk it all the way to the back left of the car. So it's running across the doorway and everything.
Yeah, if you have access to the ceiling, you can probably bring it to the front, put it on the front wall, and you can.
We just have to run a new wire. Yeah, and then I can just run a little bit of conduit right to it. No big deal. Or come from the outside, just come through the block wall. And then I would have it where I could, pivot it and park the car whichever way I want. Yeah.
Like if you want to move around to the job site.
Yep. Mobile detailing and boats.
Obviously, they have their rig.
If you're doing mobile detailing, go out of a pickup truck.
They have the rig. They have bolted down things, but this you can take and roll like a tool.
Yeah. So you have your pressure washer pump in there.
Yeah, that's a good one. Airplanes and hangers.
Your
It's
hose.
the same core inside. The same core.
I like that.
I want to
a
make
lot.
it smaller though.
That's genius. Yeah.
So
I'm telling you, the marine people do T316 stainless.
Yeah.
Make it stainless for salt. And because the marine people are always hitting me up, wanting me to design stuff for them, and so for that whole market, and then obviously for the mobiles as well.
So the thing is, you can if you close it, right, you can stack things on top, just like a stackable
Milwaukee,
thing.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's flat on top.
Yeah. And then you have the MX3, which we're playing with as well.
Yeah.
And then he has the ability, manufacturing ability to make different stuff.
Maybe you'll be more interested in should be over there. Spectrums, Victory. This guy's ready to go.
Oh yeah. Okay. So 4.5 GPM, 1500 PSI. On is this 220?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 220
Let
volt.
me show you the plug. We can do both. Some people don't like the 220 pulsing.
Oh, got it. Like a dryer plug, yeah. Yeah, NEMA plugged. Yeah.
So that's one way to do it. But if you want to drop down to 120, that's fine.
Which pump is it? Is this the pump that's inside of that?
Yes.
Does it look something like that?
Yeah, it's a little bit smaller, but it's still the same concept.
So explain to me what the difference is. So it's a moving magnet. Explain the design.
So the design is permanent magnet motor.
Permanent magnet motor.
Permanent magnet motor
Okay.
and a crankshaft triplex pump.
Got
So
it.
these two things as a core feature the whole design. And you're gonna have to stick these two things together, make it a miniaturized commercial unit. So if we can achieve that, then the whole thing is a failure. So this is obviously we already, it's out there.
Yep.
Launched 4th of July, and that's a consumer auto detailer, right? But this is more on the mid to higher end.
Yep.
These ones, the housing is different.
Yep.
For aluminum, so the cost-wise can be lower.
Gotcha.
Budget-wise, smaller, you know.
And then you're doing this is not a traditional contact type
That's
pressure
correct.
switch.
Yeah.
This is there's a electronic control unit in here.
Yep, there is.
That would we can sort of tune how this turns off and on.
Yeah.
Now, is it the moving magnet that requires the ramp? And this is what we're going to try to tune out: is the ramp up and ramp down, right? In a perfect world, we wanted to turn off and turn on.
Yeah. So it's really the firmware is controlling the whole operation.
Yeah.
And there is a tiny little mechanism over there that's constantly controlling this on and off thing. It's quite different from a traditional TSS.
But these are also fully serviceable, oil change, seal change.
Yes. We try to come up with a video, instruction video as how you take this whole thing out and rebuild the pump
Yep.
head. You can do it.
Yep.
You can do it. Just the factory, I need the engineer to spend some time to lay things out.
Yep.
Then we're going to reproduce the video for people here.
Yeah.
So they
well,
can,
and I'll make them. I'll make them for you
yeah,
too.
you can do that.
Yep. Yep. So this is the core for the M Pro 25, the one I've been testing out. That's what the. I'd be interested to see. I'm going to take mine apart that I blew up and see what I did to it.
So now, if you're telling me like, hey, I want this guy to run as long as say 1,000 hours, what other things can do? We can make a whole brass pump head over here. Right now, it's aluminum. You can see
cast aluminum, right?
You can go higher standard if you want to. So it can be much beefier, a little bit heavier than this end.
What are you rating this at?
This one is about 300 hours.
Okay.
In reality, I'm talking about 320, 350. You know, we tested to more than that.
Yeah.
Way more than that.
What is the service interval you're recommending?
80 hours. You change the oil.
Got it.
Yeah.
What, and then seals dependent on
the
water
heavy
hardness. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Got it.
If you some resistance, some issue, you can service it.
Yeah.
On the regulator, we already have a video out over here. You know.
Yep.
This knob, you can take it out and clean it and put it all back together. Pretty easy. The back, this side.
So there's the electric motor. And then this piece here then feeds your pump head and bolt on the front.
So the pattern really is on the cooling system as well, because water flows through the channels inside the walls. It's a complex system. It doesn't seem as complex by looking at it, but inside the channel is going back and forth, cooling the whole system. That's kind of different, right?
Yeah. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for innovation instead of same old, same old.
Yeah. So this is where I interface with the pump head.
And these are Vietnamese made?
Right now, this unit is made in China, but we do have a factory in Vietnam that we can move line to. As you see, tomorrow, Supreme Court tariff, who knows where it's going again, left and right. So, the good thing is we have different factories in different countries. Even in Mexico, we have a land over there.
Oh, nice.
Over there. So, if we want to help in logistics, we can do it.
Oh, KBC stuff. I do like all this, but I chose Koken. This is the first time I've seen KTC here. I'm a sucker for Japanese tools, man. And then they have the Nepro stuff, fancy stuff. You guys saw me.
A lot of something we had one in Puerto Rico in the store, something like that.
Yeah, these are my favorite. Oh, I haven't seen the gold one.
Not to be very. If you want to speed that is.
I love the KTC stuff. So, Grady does a lot of the dime stuff. So this dime stuff used in cars, fuel rails and stuff like that, we're having them make us, we're gonna make like a cool bucket filler, something that has, you know, some style, and it'll be stainless based. But this stuff is freaking sweet, man. Doing, I could see us doing all kinds of stuff with these guys. All right, everybody, it's 5:15. Lots of deal making going on here with AR and Max Flow, and my friend Eric and Max Flow, spending some time with lots of different brands. I think the big discovery today was the floor tile, really sick. Kind of excited about that. So anyway, I'm headed over to back to my room, and I'm going over to the Wynn tonight to have dinner with Michelle from Tool Grid, and get a big steak because I haven't eaten anything yet today. I actually feel really good. Feet are a little sore, back's a little sore, but good day. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.